Hey guys, this is Jude. Haven't made a video in a while, so this one's going to be kind of cool. So this project is an AI voice agent for a mini golf place out in the UK. And what's super cool here is this ElevenLabs agent interface, which I really like. It's nice. It's pretty easy to work with. Now, I ran into a hiccup when I was trying to integrate this with their CRM, which is Roller. So Roller has APIs, of course, but integrating the agent directly required me to set up an MCP, a custom MCP server, and actually get it to work very, very nice. So we can see here that we do have this MCP listed. And then we can see the tools that it has. There it is right here. It's weird. You actually have to set the server up as a streamable HTTP server. So the server is actually mimicking an MCP server, and that's the way that I was able to get it to work really well. A ton of different ways to do this. I actually use Google Cloud for all my servers. So if you want some help with that, just throw a comment and I'll probably make another video for that. But we're going to preview this. We're going to set up a booking, and then it's going to send me an email and an SMS. It's actually not going to send me an SMS because it's coming from a UK number and I have a US number, obviously, and that's just like a whole regulation thing. So I'm not even going to talk about it, but I will get the email and I'll show you that email, and it's actually live. So when I make the payment, I'll be able to say, hey, I just made the payment. Can you check that I made it? And it'll use the MCP. It'll check for the updated booking to see if it was paid. So let's jump in. I won't waste your guys' time any longer. Hey, can I book a round for 4 people tomorrow at 1 p.m.? Yep, it's 4 adults. Jude Horak. My email is jude@everydaysoftware.xyz. My phone number is 779-703-2166. Yes. Nope, but I'm going to make a payment. Can you tell me if it goes through, please? I just paid. I just paid now. Can you check now, please? Awesome. That's incredible. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Yes, you could actually see there each time it was interacting with the MCP server. So I'll pull this up. I have get today's date because I don't trust what ElevenLabs is doing in the back end. So yeah, we can see the date, and then we have it check for. Sorry, this is not showing me the whole thing. Maybe it will in here. Let's see. And then we have it check for the product availability, of course. And so it's weird the way the API is structured. It sends back a lot of information, but the most important part is that the agent knows slots that are taken, so it doesn't book then. So I actually, in my custom MCP server, I'm parsing the whole API response and then turning it into this response. And I prioritize by slots that are already taken. So if that makes sense. So there's a ton of times, and we're just kind of assuming that not all times are going to be taken. And so we show the ones first that are mostly taken, so then the agent knows how many spots are left for those slots. And then they can just assume that throughout the rest of the day, as long as it's not listed here, that it has perfect availability, if that makes sense. It's a little confusing to describe. Let's see. So we do get availability, then we do create booking with my details. So there's actually some custom things I'm doing here, not just through the Roller API. We have Stripe, obviously, and then the Twilio API. Where is it? Sorry. So we're passing. It had to turn my number into a UK number because those are the rules I told it. It knows that's what it's working with, so it messes that up, and that's why you heard it say 0 at the beginning of mine. Yep, so it's spelled everything right. Put in the time that I wanted, and then so this product ID actually correlates with the response that we get from, and actually I also had to tell it. So this is going to be different actually for anybody who has a different Roller account. Each of their tickets, like if I did 4 adult tickets, that's one of these packages. So that is dependent on the actual customer. So you can see here, I described it in the MCP just so the agent doesn't forget, but is something you could also include in the instructions. So like a group of 4 adults is this, which is the one that it filled in, and it did a quantity of 1, obviously. But if you were to do independent tickets, I think that's listed in here as well. Sorry, this is so hard to read. Yeah, so if I'd wanted to do 3 adults, it would have to do 3 of this product type. So then it creates the booking. Then I have the response, just include this just in case in the payment link. Because I also gave it the ability to send custom emails and custom SMS if it really needs to by the MCP, but it probably won't happen very often. So it can send this again if it needs to separately. Yeah. So like I said, it's not going to send the SMS because I have a US number and it's coming from a UK number. That's just not allowed. And then, so it did send the email. Excuse me. And then once I actually had it checked twice. The first one I told it to check before I even finished. So we can see the payment is still pending. It looks at Roller because I have the Stripe callback URL set to send to a custom HTML page that I have on embedded into my MCP server. So then when that data gets passed through, then it updates the Stripe API as well as the Roller API that payment has been completed, and then that's when we can see this one here, payment has been completed successfully. And we have this, this is what I'm talking about. This is the custom HTML that I have set up, layered basically on top of the MCP server. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys are looking for something like this for an agent to have this level of control, it's kind of a predefined path. I think if you imagine addressing 80% of calls, that there's always going to be like one thing that 80% of your callers are going to be trying to accomplish. So that's really what we're aiming for here. So if you have something similar to that, and we can train out an agent for it, and have it loop into whatever CRM you have. And yeah, awesome. Thanks for your time, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. We got Thanksgiving coming up, so I'm excited for that. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye-bye.